In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college basketball games happening on February 13, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college basketball games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start: if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. North Carolina versus Syracuse. In Syracuse, the Atlantic Coast Conference betting action on Super Tuesday kicks off with a clash between the number 3 North Carolina Tar Heels and the Syracuse Orange as they conclude their regular season rivalry. Despite a recent victory in Coral Gables, Hubert Davis Tar Heels were displaced from the top line for the NCAA tournament according to the latest bracketology forecasts, with the Tennessee Volunteers taking their place. Meanwhile, the Orange, under coach Adrian Autry, are heading towards the National Invitation Tournament, having suffered 3 losses in their last 4 games. On Tuesday night, the Tar Heels are poised to exploit a significant advantage in the paint against a depleted Orange team. Facing potential absence of 2 centers, McLeod out for the season and Carey questionable for the upcoming game, Syracuse might struggle against Baycott. The expectation is for the Tar Heels to focus on Baycott, forcing the Orange to double-team him and creating opportunities for the Heels' perimeter shooters. This strategic move could pose a challenge for Syracuse, especially considering their 8th ranking in three-point defense. These teams clashed earlier in the season on January 13th in the Dean Dome, resulting in a lopsided victory for North Carolina with a 52-30 halftime lead and a final score of a 36-point win, covering the 11.5-point spread. Syracuse faced difficulties, shooting only 37% from the field, committing 17 turnovers, and losing the rebounding battle 51-25. In the upcoming rematch, Baycott and his teammates are poised to dominate the boards again, given the substantial difference in rebound rates, with North Carolina ranked 18th and Syracuse languishing at 320th. Considering the Heels' 46th ranked 2-point shooting percentage against the Orange defense, allowing a 62% close-to success rate, it is plausible to anticipate another dominant performance by the visitors in the paint. Despite recent setbacks in March Madness stock and a close call against the Hurricanes, North Carolina is expected to secure another victory in Syracuse, inflicting another defeat on the home team. So the North Carolina Tar Heels to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Although North Carolina has been a preferred choice throughout the season, their dominance has waned in the last 4 games, including losses to Clemson and Georgia Tech, as well as a narrow win against Miami. On the other hand, Syracuse has struggled, losing 3 of their last 4 games and conceding 77, 92, 99, and 80 points in those matchups. Given North Carolina's offensive prowess, it is anticipated that they will score heavily in this game. While North Carolina is expected to secure a win, Syracuse is unlikely to capitulate easily this time. To prevent a repeat of their defensive lapses, the Orange will need to rise to the occasion, particularly in their home Atlantic Coast Conference play. After allowing Clemson to shoot over 60% in their last outing, Malik Brown and the Syracuse defense are likely to be resolute on their home court to avoid further embarrassment. Syracuse has been involved in low-scoring affairs in 4 of their 7 league home games, conceding an average of 74 points per game. Despite both teams favoring a fast-paced style, as evident from North Carolina's 37th and Syracuse's 31st rankings in Ken Palm's current tempo ratings, efficiency has been lacking. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Ole Miss versus Kentucky. The Southeastern Conference stands as a formidable battleground within the NCAA, and the Mississippi Bulldogs and Kentucky Wildcats find themselves navigating its challenges. The Mississippi Bulldogs, currently holding a 5-5 record in conference play, are confronting a daunting phase with a recent 2-game losing streak. Meanwhile, the Kentucky Wildcats, with a 6-4 record, have encountered struggles of their own, succumbing to defeats in 3 of their last 4 matchups. The upcoming clash poses a formidable challenge for Ole Miss, given their 1-4 road record in Southeastern Conference action, and a visit to the formidable environment of Kentucky's Rupp Arena. Within the realm of competitive college basketball, the Ole Miss Rebels emerge as a resilient and capable team, capable of pulling off upsets. Displaying a commendable 3-2 record in their last 5 games, they have managed to cover the spread in all but one of those contests. On the flip side, the Kentucky Wildcats find themselves grappling with a less than stellar performance, having suffered 3 losses in their last 4 games, including a setback against Gonzaga. In their recent Southeastern Conference encounters, they stand at a modest 2-3. Adding to the intrigue of this matchup is Mississippi's offensive prowess, particularly from beyond the arc. Boasting an impressive 38.7% three-point shooting accuracy, the Rebels showcase their scoring capabilities. Moreover, the Rebels exhibit a stalwart defense, allowing only 104 points per 100 possessions. This places them just behind the Wildcats, who concede 103 points per 100 possessions. Kentucky's home court advantage has been less reliable lately, marked by a 3-game losing streak. Consequently, the Ole Miss Rebels to cover the spread as underdogs emerges as our full game side pick. Delving into the total points projection, the bookmakers have encountered challenges in setting a sufficiently high bar for Kentucky games this season. The Wildcats have consistently trended towards the over, with an 18-5 split and a recent streak of surpassing the set total in 8 of their last 10 games, including the last 4 consecutively. Consequently, the bookmakers have established a total of 164 for this particular matchup. However, both teams exhibit vulnerabilities on the defensive end while seeking success in their offensive endeavors. Kentucky, in particular, maintains a high pace of play, a characteristic that remains consistent in their home arena. In the last 4 games the Wildcats have participated in, the cumulative score easily exceeded the projected total. Entering this matchup, Kentucky faces the aftermath of 3 losses in their last 4 games, coupled with a notably subpar defensive performance. Having conceded 89, 77, 103, and 94 points in their recent outings, the Wildcats currently rank among the conference's weakest defensive teams. On the other side of the spectrum, Ole Miss has experienced fluctuations in conference play, albeit coming off 2 consecutive losses to Auburn and South Carolina. Anticipating a high-scoring affair, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Oklahoma versus Baylor. In a thrilling basketball showdown within the Big 12 Conference, 2 formidable teams, both holding prestigious rankings, are set to clash on the hardwood, seeking triumph in the heart of the Lone Star State. The number 25 Oklahoma Sooners embark on a challenging road journey to face off against the formidable number 12 Baylor Bears this Tuesday night. Oklahoma enters the contest fresh from a 66-62 victory over Oklahoma State on their home court, albeit falling short of covering the line as an 11-point favorite in their preceding matchup. Conversely, Baylor experienced a setback, succumbing to a 64-61 defeat at the hands of number 4 Kansas on the road, although they managed to surpass expectations by covering the line as a 5.5-point underdog. In the historical head-to-head encounters, the Sooners hold a 44-23 advantage, but recent trends favor the Bears, who have claimed victory in 10 of the last 11 meetings, including an 82-72 home win in their most recent clash on February 8, 2023. This anticipated Big 12 showdown stands out as the lone matchup of the night, featuring 2 ranked teams, promising an exhilarating spectacle for basketball enthusiasts. A high-stakes affair, this top 25 clash is significant for both teams as they gear up for the Big 12 tournament and set their sights on the coveted NCAA dance. With ample games remaining, the opportunity to contend for the regular season title looms large for one of these formidable contenders. Oklahoma enters the fray boasting one of the nation's premier defenses, capable of thwarting Baylor's formidable offense. The Sooners concede an average of 66 points per game this season, securing the number 35 spot nationally in this defensive metric. KenPom rankings highlight Oklahoma's defensive prowess, placing them at number 18 in adjusted efficiency, number 9 in effective field goal percentage, and an impressive number 4 in three-point percentage. Notably, Baylor's offense ranks within the top 15 in all these categories, setting the stage for an intense battle. In their recent clash against Kansas, Baylor faced a formidable opponent and succumbed by a narrow margin, experiencing their lowest point total of the season. The Sooners aim to replicate Kansas' defensive success, with both teams showcasing robust defensive capabilities, ranking 18th and 14th on KenPom, respectively. Defense, as they say, travels. Adding to the complexity, Baylor confronts injury concerns, while Oklahoma touts a deep and versatile roster. This depth is expected to keep the Sooners fresh and enable them to contest the paint against Baylor's formidable presence and challenge the Bears' guards on the perimeter. Baylor's track record in the Big 12 reveals a margin of victory consistently under 5, coupled with defensive vulnerabilities, allowing a 44.9% field goal rate and a 33% three-point shooting rate. Despite being the home team and potentially having a more talented roster on paper, Baylor's struggles against top-tier Big 12 teams and the variable nature of their defense should not be overlooked. The Oklahoma Sooners, equipped with a potent offense and a reliable traveling defense, present a compelling formula for a potential upset in this fiercely competitive Big 12 environment where any team can emerge victorious on any given night, with points being a decisive factor. While Baylor's offense poses a formidable challenge, the confidence in Oklahoma's defense to keep the game within the spread number remains high. Consequently, the Oklahoma Sooners to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Analyzing the season statistics, Oklahoma has seen the under prevail in 13 out of their 24 games. The Sooners rank 53rd in offensive efficiency, an impressive 18th in defensive efficiency, and 49th in effective field goal percentage. However, they face challenges in turnover percentage, ranking 222nd, and offensive rebounding percentage, standing at 124th. In terms of tempo, Oklahoma maintains a relatively average pace, sitting at 164th in adjusted tempo according to KenPom, with an average of 67.9 possessions per night. On the other hand, Baylor has witnessed the overhitting in 12 out of their 22 games this season. The Bears showcase a potent offensive game, ranking 7th in offensive efficiency and 67th in defensive efficiency according to KenPom. Their effective field goal percentage and offensive rebounding percentage stand at impressive 14th and 19th positions, respectively. Despite their offensive prowess, Baylor's tempo is slower than average, ranking 258th with 66.2 possessions per night. Considering these factors, the driving force in this matchup could hinge on tempo. Thus, over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.